Hello everyone, welcome to BUL3130 Law for Professionals. Now, I wanted to go ahead and take you quickly through the course just as some housekeeping things as you begin this class. The first thing I want you to notice is when you begin in your course home, which is clicking into the course itself, you'll see an announcement screen. That announcement screen has a welcome announcement that just goes over some basic information regarding the course, including the textbook and where you may be able to obtain the textbook if you're not able to get to the bookstore, or you may have some type of issue, I don't know, purchasing it online. But what it does is it takes you to a microsite that's connected directly to the textbook publisher, Cengage. And you'll see there are options here. There are ways for you to purchase different options. One is a $120 basically unlimited access to all of Cengage products for a year, for a school year, and that gives you access to any products they may have. And if you're going to be taking additional classes, that's a great way to go. Or you can go ahead and you can click one of these options, Mind Tap, which is gives you access to the ebook and to the Cengage materials instantly. If you're not going with that, then you would want to go ahead, and if you want the actual physical textbook, make sure please that you go over to our Barnes & Noble bookstore, because we have a custom packet that includes the textbook as well as the course code, and that will give you, the course code will give you access to the Cengage materials that we have incorporated into this course. So you want to make sure that if you like that physical copy of the book, go ahead and go to our Barnes & Noble bookstore, either online or in person, and purchase the custom packet option that comes with the physical book, which is a loose leaf book, but it's still a book nonetheless, and something you can keep into the future. So if you're looking at the top, you'll see all these different tabs. We've got our calendar, and what the calendar does is it actually will send out reminders when you have information due. So when you click into your My Courses homepage, you're actually going to see information that tells you with a calendar reminder what's coming up that week that you have to complete. And that's a wonderful way to keep a reminder on what is coming up due that particular week. Now, when you get into the course content, which is the next tab, you're going to see the syllabus. That's the first thing that should pop up. This is our contract with each other for the course. Now, it is subject to modification depending on what happens. You know, last year we had the hurricane and we had to do some modifications. But otherwise, what you'll see is the weekly schedule that sets forth what is due when within the course. The other thing is there's another syllabus tab down here where you can click into as well that will give you the Word document. After that, you're going to see the Please Begin Here folder. You cannot see, at least in my courses, you cannot see anything else in the course until you complete the tasks in the Begin Here folder. One of the tasks that you have to do is click into the Open Mind tab. Now, that's where you're going to get directly into the course, the Cengage course that's associated with our class. And you'll click in there, you'll get your course code, or you'll purchase your course code at that time when you click into the Open Mind tab now, and then you'll be accessing directly into the course. Now, you do have a 7-day trial option. After that 7 days, you do have to purchase the textbook, but you do have that trial option, so be aware of that. If you don't have the funds right now, don't stress over it, don't worry about it. You do have an option where you do get 1 week free access to that material until you can go ahead and you can pay for it after that week expires. Now, you also have to post to the introduction, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself. Don't just answer questions, just go ahead and tell us about yourself. What are your time constraints? What do you do for a living? What's your family life like? Just some basics so we can get to know each other. Syllabus quiz. The syllabus quiz you have to take. Nothing else in the class will open up until that syllabus quiz is taken, and you have to score a certain percentage on that syllabus quiz. Once you take and you pass that with at least an 80%, then the rest of the course will open up for you. Let's go back up here. Our communication tab, very important. If you want to communicate with somebody, Click into the class list and you'll be able to communicate with your classmates in that way. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you are groups. So once groups are assigned, what's going to happen is to find your assigned group, you're going to click on the communication tab, click on groups, and that's going to pull up the group to which you're actually assigned. Submission review, you only want to open that when in fact you have a graded assignment. So when you have a graded assignment, what submission review does is I return everything in the online setting, in the online world. So everything that I grade is graded online, and I attach the document to my grading feedback. You can access that document by clicking into the drop boxes and then clicking into that particular assignment for that grading. Then you can access your grades, and those are basically the tabs that you have available to you. So getting back into the course content, I just quickly want to go through some important items to note. What you're going to be doing is a team assignment in this class, and the team materials folder will become your friend, so you want to be aware of that. Also, very important are course materials folders, but even more important are the tutorials folders. Be aware that I have so many tutorials that are created specifically for this class and for these business law classes, so that you all start off on the right foot. I have a tutorial on how you actually access our online legal database via our online library. I have a tutorial on how you actually read a legal case, so you have some understanding of that. I have tutorials on the issue evaluation form, which is very important for your team material, or for your team project. And then we've got a couple of other tutorials in here, how you look up a case using Lexis. So all these things will come in and will be valuable to you, so please take advantage of this tutorials folder. Another thing that I want to note very quickly on how the course is set up, oops, let's get here to week 1. What you'll see in every weekly folder, get down there, is a lecture and supplemental materials folder. Pay attention to supplemental readings, because some of the material you'll be tested on comes directly from those readings, especially when you get into the labor and employment and some SEC things, and then also some immigration matters. So be aware of that. I have weekly PowerPoints that you can click into as well. Those are very good for you to start off on. Week 1 discussions. Then I have a sub-module that is a homework sub-module. So everything that you have to do in any given week as homework is going to be provided in that homework sub-module, so that you know that. Any quizzes, anything that you have to take that's associated with the publisher Cengage will actually be directly linked into the course. So please make sure and understand that's all you're responsible for. You're not responsible for anything else in the course, anything else in Cengage other than the material that's actually linked within our My Courses BUL3130 course. Okay, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact your instructor. Thank you, and I hope you guys have an amazing week 1.